Alrighty, welcome back. So sorry for the technical issues. We finally got the stream up and down. As you can see, Cockburn Wolves have just recently scored the opener of the game, leading 1-0 with 10 minutes to go in the half. Gabe, what have you thought so far?
Oh, look, it's been quite end-to-end. I do think Cockburn have been the team on top so far. But as I was saying previously, Inter have been sitting deep and counter-attacking quite effectively. So it's something that Cockburn need to not sleep on. But look, that goal that Cockburn just scored, it was a lovely rounded effort for a beautiful open goal. Thoughts on the goal, Toby?
Yeah, good goal. Well worked by Cockburn. They've had, as I say that, there's a counter-attack by Inter and the shot does peel wide. But going into what Gabe was saying, they are sitting deep and looking to exploit the counter-attack. And if they are able to get one or two chances early, they're going to be right back into this game. And an early, what a connection there. Unfortunate not to get a goal.
Very close there, Toby. The high press pays off there. Looks like Inter are going to need to help their passes connect a little bit better than that. Or Cockburn are showing the warning signs just there. So it looks like Cockburn have initiated a high press at this point in the game. They were sitting off just a little bit, but now they're pressing quite high, and it's looking to work quite well. Keep getting the ball back just here, as you can see.
And now Inter doing quite much of the same, stepping nice and high off this kick in.
Keeps on the ball now.
Campos on the ball. Great diagonal ball into 33, Van Voets. And Brady sees that one go out. Campos on the ball. And through the legs. But now we're in a transition.
Now we're in a 2v1. Very well defended there by Cockburn. Unfortunate there from Campos.
Campos with the ball at the side kick. What can Cockburn come up with here?
So it looks quite timid at the start of the game, Toby. It seems that as soon as Cockburn scored their first goal, they've actually settled into the game quite nicely and they're looking a lot more comfortable on the ball. Great ball. It's just chance after chance at this point. And here's the high press again. There we go, and successful.
Subbing onto the field there, number 10, Tabane. Inter with the ball.
Here's a shot. Oh, good block there. Inter still remain in possession here. Good little fake shot. Unfortunate not more to come of that.
I must say one thing Wolves has done really well at the start of this game is control possession. They haven't forced the transition forward, and they've looked to keep the ball.
Next one, sir.
Nancy, call for it.
Which is ultimately a really great thing to do. You don't want to force the ball forward and put yourself in bad shape for another counter-attack.
I haven't been given a time. Guys, I haven't got my timeout card. Thanks, guys. Sorry. Next one, sir.
Cockburn with the ball with the side.
Next one, sir.
Great ball by the keeper there.
Better touch there, Toby. Alright, Inter have a ball high up. What can they do here? Can we get a shot off? Unfortunately not.
Entering the court for Cockburn, number 2, McAleef. And boss with the ball.
It appears the coach is having a talk now with Elena O'Connor-Morton, who is the new import from Queensland. Toby, thoughts on Elena?
Look, she's a really good player. She's young, she's energetic, and I'm really excited to see what she can do while she's at Cockburn. It's going to be a really exciting time for her and the team. Can't wait to see her get on the court very shortly.
Inter with a strong passage of plays now.
And now we're on the transition.
Oh, unfortunate for that not to go further.
Great ball. That would have been a spectacular goal if she'd connected there. Campos, number 23 for Cockburn, I think has played really well to start this half. She's been a danger going forward, and we can see that Cockburn is really trying to go through her.
Oh, close one there.
And now we can see the Cockburn's coach has walked over to issue his timeout card. In hopes to maybe stretch the lead a little bit more. Inter doing well to play under pressure. And with that, a timeout for Cockburn.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week.
Alrighty, and there's the end of the timeout for Cockburn. Let's see if they can come out and stretch this lead a little bit, but vice versa, will Inter be able to get a goal back? As we say that on the transition. Great skill down the line.
It's unfortunate for Inter. I'm seeing promise with the way they're keeping the ball. They are finding these little gaps through the middle. But look, if Inter needs to find their way back into this game, they need to pick up these little chances they're getting. They need a counter-attack in numbers. At the moment, it's like 1, 2 players. If we can get an extra one forward, I reckon they can pick up an extra goal and maybe find something from this game. It is early stages though.
Inter's ball from the side.
Inter slowly finding their way up the court with these kick-ins. And again. Can they advance numbers forward and potentially get an equaliser?
Taking it quickly. What a strike. Ooh.
Very close there. Force the keeper into a dive. The keeper's done well not to get a touch on that. Prevent a corner. Promise from Inter though. Great retention of possession there. Quality link-ups here from Inter. Gonna get their way up the court. Here we go. Fortunate the touch let her down.
Since this timeout, Inter has seen a lot of the possession and have come out firing. Can we see Cockburn take control of the game and potentially get a goal to lead the charge?
It normally works the other way, Toby. So Cockburn's called the timeout, hopefully to regain their momentum advantage. And it's actually gone the other way. It looks like Inter have got plenty more chances, as you just said, post timeout.
As we say that, Cockburn on the charge. Oh, what a beautiful finish there from the Cockburn Wolves. She attacked the space, essentially found her option back post, and a lovely 1-2 to put Cockburn 2-0 up, with the goal scorer being Tabane, number 10. You've got to feel a little bit for Inter there. They did have a big possession of the ball for the last couple of minutes, and that must be a killer. Hopefully they can bounce back and find something.
I think so, Toby. A 2-goal buffer. I believe this will make Cockburn a little bit more comfortable in this game. But looking forward to see if potentially Inter can enter the second half with a little bit more intensity. As we say that, Cockburn are on the charge again. And win a corner.
I think we're just seeing a little bit of water on the court, so we're just going to give it a quick wipe. Don't want any injuries, do we?
No, we don't. Yeah, it's one of the silent killers in futsal. There's a little wet patch on the floor. People can slip over, and it actually can cause more harm than meets the eye. But
as a keeper yourself, Gabe, how hard is it to, you know, try and keep positive and keep momentum when you are down a goal or two?
Look, I think the job of a goalkeeper in those situations is extremely important. When the teams are feeling a little bit low, I think the energy needs to come from the back. As we say that, that's the third goal, as we say. Unfortunate for the goalkeeper, she was so close.
Makes a great initial save, but just falls to the wrong player. Cockburn take the lead 3-0 with 2 minutes to go of stop clock.
Yeah, keep going, girls, keep going.
And keeper's ball. Great throw.
Great tackle there, into counter-attack again. Unfortunately, couldn't commit the numbers forward fast enough. Wide. Here we go, there's a little bit of an advantage. We can break the line here.
Great ball. Oh.
Unfortunately, nothing to come of that. And now a counter-attack on the other end. Put halted. Cockburn would rather control the ball in possession. Now 3-0 up, so it's not the worst move to elect to. Great feet there.
Into with possession, just under a minute to go in the first half.
Cockburn are looking the fresher of the two teams, with healthy numbers on the bench. Inter, meanwhile, looking a little bit worse for wear. Potentially with this half-time imminent, Inter can find their feet and hit the second half strong. Great kick out there from the keeper. One-on-one here. Oh. Nothing to worry about there. Looks like it's all been cleared up. Great sportsmanship there from Cockburn.
You love to see it, don't you? I feel like as much as these two teams are out here trying to win.
Great save from the goalkeeper, Toby.
Great save. You do like to see that respect between players. And with that, half time. Cockburn in the lead, 3-0. It has been a really good half of futsal. Can't wait to join you in the second one.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you for those tuning back in to the second half of Cockburn Wolves versus Inter. We left the first half with Cockburn Wolves leading 3-0. Are we going to see them continue as they were in the back end of that first half, or are we going to see Inter turn the game on its heels and get some early goals?
Toby, we mentioned earlier Elena Akana-Morton is over from Queensland. It looks to be that she stepped on the court just now. What can we expect from Elena as a player?
Honestly, I'm really excited to see her. Once again, she's obviously a very young player. But she's very smart. And as we nearly a close one there for Wolves. But yeah, she's a young player from Queensland. She's a very smart player and very technically gifted. So I'm very excited to see what she can offer on the court now. She is wearing jersey number 15.
Close there again from Inter. As we touched on earlier in the second half, they do get these slight chances, but unfortunately just not capitalising on them. I do think, Toby, should they get one, momentum may be on their side and they might be able to get maybe a draw at this point, but we'll see how the game goes.
Great read there from the number 2 from Cockburn Wolves.
Lovely string of possession here from Inter.
Great play.
Ooh, needed that extra pass. Still in possession though. She's done really well to keep it in. Unfortunately, hasn't kept it in.
Great turn. Great cut in. Can she finish? Oh, just wide of the goal there.
Danger signs again for Inter in this second half. She need to be a little bit quicker on that defensive transition.
Great read. And that has been called out. Good decision by the ref. But like you said, Gabe, danger signs early for Inter.
Check run there from Balanka.
What a
shot.
shot.
Oh, great save from the goalkeeper there. A bit of a scramble in the box. It seems Cockburn have found their way out of that.
And transition moment. Cockburn with the ball. Lovely possession so far. Great touch.
Great save there from the goalkeeper.
Into with the ball.
Searching for a goal to get them back in this game. Unfortunately, the shot is slightly wayward. So the first stint there from Elena, Toby. What are your thoughts on that?
I thought she did well. Obviously, coming into a new environment, it does take a little bit of time to adjust, but I think she held her own and she did really well out there. And once again, I can't wait to continue to see her as she makes a name for herself in this league. Great ball by the keeper there.
It's nice to see a little bit of target play there, Toby. I don't see too much of it these days, but when it's executed quite well. Oh, here's a counter-attack here. Pinched it. Oh, great save again from the goalkeeper. Toby, the Cockburn Wolves goalkeeper, is having an amazing game.
Great. What could have been a perfect ball has been snuffed out by Inter's defense. Can we transition now? Now, on that note, Gabe, with the Cockburn keeper, she's made 2 or 3 exceptional saves to start this half, whereas in the first half, she wasn't tested too much. As a keeper yourself, how hard is it to stay in the game when you're not constantly facing pressure from the opposition?
Look, I think that's one of the most important parts, Toby. I think as a goalkeeper, when you're kind of standing there not doing too much, the constant communication is a big part of it. You need to be on your toes all the time, aware of what's going on in front of you. You are that last line of defense. You can see everything. You can stay on top of that communication. You can expect to know when something's going to happen and when you're going to need to be called into action. She's making these big saves that she's been making throughout this game. I don't think she'll have any trouble with that now.
Onto the transition, and now another transition. Cockburn Wolves going forward. What a ball! Oh, just
very back and forth there, Toby. First it was Wolves, then it was Inter, then back to Wolves, and unfortunately they couldn't get the final play. It was a great high press there from Wolves. Can they capitalise on this? There's a shot on goal. Great
what a save
from the goalkeeper. Good hands. You love to see that, especially when a goalkeeper catches the ball off a shot in open play. They can execute an attack quite quickly. Nonsense there from the Cockburn goalkeeper. An unfortunate loss in possession there for Inter.
I will say, Gabe, one thing I've really liked about Inter's play today is they haven't been afraid to play out of the back. Even with Cockburn's pressing high and applying a lot of individual pressure, they're sticking to their play style and trying to create. And I love to see that from teams, not being afraid to play under pressure.
You're absolutely right there, Toby. I think with Wolves leading the charge in this season of the WSL, you might expect a little bit of timidness from Inter, but it's actually been quite the opposite. They've come out and they've won a lot of the 50-50s. Oh, here's another chance, but there we go, look. They do remain quite confident and not timid at all going into their challenges.
Great read there by the Fixo. He's on the charge forward. Another good save by the Inter keeper. Despite being 3 goals down, she has had a great game, making some very good saves in that first half. Wouldn't you say so?
I would say so, and I think it's important. She's been making all these big saves. It's definitely getting her team up for this, keeping them in the game. They've not got their heads down, and I think that's largely down to this goalkeeper here. chance there for Inter. Goes begging. They do win a corner.
It's taking so long.
Unfortunately, the pass is just a little bit too far in front of her there. Into ball.
Cockburn with the corners.
Ooh, just trickles past the post there. Cockburn have had plenty of chances this half. Yet not to capitalise on any of them. I think it's a testament to the pressure that Inter's applying in their back half. Looking like there's a few tired legs out there for Inter, Toby. What's it like for you as a player when your team's a little bit short on numbers, as opposed to when you do have quite a lot of numbers and you can rotate the subs quite frequently?
Look, it does become quite a challenge, especially in the second half. You do have to change the way you play a little bit. You know, picking your moments, when to transition, knowing when to press, knowing when to sit. But I must say, Inter has done a wonderful job of picking those moments, and they've looked sharp going forward. I think a bit unlucky not to have a goal yet, but if the game keeps going the way it is, I can see them getting a goal or two to get back into this game.
I think, speaking realistically at the moment, Toby, a goal quite soon would prove strong for Inter at this point in the game. Another chance there from Cockburn. Oh, and the high press again. There's the fourth goal. Tell you what, Wolves have been applying the pressure this half for a full 9.5 minutes. Toby, they finally got their goal. Where's it looking now?
It is a testament to that Cockburn pressure. I did say before that Inter really is trying to play out of the back, but like we've seen just there, if we do lose the ball, Alrighty. Back from the timeout there, called by Inter. 4-0 down with about 10 minutes to go. I think it's make or break time. If they can get an early goal after this timeout, they could be right back into the game.
I think.
Now, one thing that I've noticed straight off this timeout, our setup for Inter is a 4-0 shape. Now, for those watching,
For a penalty, it is a penalty, Toby.
that is not the start Inter needed.
Straight off a timeout, conceding a penalty. Quite the opposite of what the coach intended there.
So it is a penalty for Cockburn. They score this, they take even greater control of the half, going 5-0 into the lead. However, if the Inter keeper can make a save, you just might think that that could be what's needed from this Inter team to turn the game around. As number 2 for Cockburn, McAleef steps up.
Referee just talking the goalkeeper through her duties on this penalty. And it's missed the goal, Toby. Could this prove beneficial for Inter at this point in the game?
And as we can see now, Inter is going fly keeper. So for those watching, fly keeper or fifth man is when the keeper acts as an extra player in the hopes of having a numerical advantage in the attacking half. Obviously, this does put the attacking team at a disarray too, conceding the ball. Losing the ball without a keeper in goals does leave it open. So it is a bit of a double-edged sword. Cockburn with the ball, attacking. 3v1, great ball. Ah, and just wide.
So Toby, if the Wolves want to take back control of this game, they need to put away a chance. And what better time to do it than the other team with the lack of the goalkeeper in net trying to get an extra goal. There we go, they played out of the press.
And through. Great
There we go.
ball across.
It's a 2v1. And that could be a goal here. It's Belanca.
And
What a finish from Belanca. Could this be the start of a comeback from Inter? Wolves goalkeeper really disappointed in her efforts. She's been fantastic all night. Mustn't let her head drop now.
We've got ourselves a contest now, 4-1. With 10 minutes to go.
See a new sense of energy from Inter. They're really up for it now. Game is within 3 goals. Got that 1 goal back, and I do sense a shift in momentum here, Toby. How important is that momentum shift in a game like this?
Oh, it's extremely important. You know, if you can pick up momentum at any time in a game and keep that with you, it plays such a big role. It almost acts as an extra player. You know, you want to win those 50-50s. You want to lunge a little bit harder for the ball. Hopefully, Inter can use it to their advantage. Cockburn with the ball.
Inter need to initiate a really aggressive press here. Fly goalkeeper remains. Can they counter-attack here? That is a Wolves ball. into setting up a fly goalkeeper. Wolves stepping off. This might suggest that Wolves are comfortable and confident in their fifth man defence.
I think we saw before Cockburn stepping when Inter had the ball in goals. Because as we know, the keeper can only touch the ball once in their own half. So a step eliminates that numerical advantage, and Inter so close.
Inter's fifth player looking really strong there. I think another goal is in Inter's sight. Strong here, unfortunately conceding a foul. Inter's starting goalkeeper is back in goal now. It looks like they will remain using the fly keeper tactic.
Great feet there by Campos.
Great save from the goalkeeper, good hands. Oh, Belenka
And
here, one-on-one with the
transition.
goalkeeper. What could she do?
Great
It's another
save.
great save from the goalkeeper who's down. Looks like it might have winded her. Not looking good, Toby.
Unfortunately, it's one of the roles of the keeper. They have to put their body on the line, and she did that there spectacularly. What a save, one-on-one.
Those one-on-one saves. It is make or break, concede or don't concede, Toby. She looks to be okay. She's taking that one well.
Back into play. 8.5 minutes remaining. Inter still in fly keeper. Now 8 minutes of stop clock is a lot of time. Can they get a quick goal and keep their dream of winning alive?
Almost makes you think, Toby.
Great
this
ball.
Fifth play. They're doing it quite well. Unfortunately not to get the touch there, but they're finding the gaps in behind. And they more often than not can lead to goals. Almost makes you think if they can get a second goal here, we do have a game on our hands.
Cockburn high.
Oh, there's another goal from Cockburn Wolves.
What a finish. First time into the top corner. There is not much any keeper can do against that one.
You do have to feel for Inter. They are trying to employ this fly tactic and they did not get the chance to put the preferred keeper in goal. Unfortunately leading to another buffer. Again, Toby, this is futsal. You can score multiple goals in a very short amount of time. Do not count Inter out of this competition just yet.
And once again, the keeper is nice and high into fly keeper.
Both teams here, Toby, initiating a very high press. Inter, assumably so they can win the ball back and continue this fly keeper tactic. Wolves, most likely to just keep applying the pressure and hopefully get some further chances to bolster their lead.
I agree with you there. I think Cockburn are winning the game 5-1, and most teams would sit back, but they've been finding a lot of chances with the high press. So I think they've done the right thing by employing it.
I will say it's proven to be a very entertaining game of futsal with this high press being so consistent. Very unfortunate there from the Inter makeshift goalkeeper. As Cockburn Wolves increase the buffer by 5 goals. It is now 6 goals to 1 in favour of Cockburn. Done very well there to not put her goalkeeper at a disadvantage in conceding a goal. And here we have Inter attacking. Done extremely well there to win a corner. As the table sits now, Cockburn Wolves remain unchanged with a 14-goal advantage. However, Inter may fall short to Perth United should Perth get a result in their game.
That note, with Cockburn sitting on the top of the table, this just adds to that momentum, solidifying themselves as a team to watch and as a team that is challenging for the league. Campos on the ball.
Regardless of that error just in the corner there, Toby, it looks as though Cockburn have maintained control of this game. They've really taken advantage of that 5-goal buffer. And they're looking quite calm on the ball.
100%.
Inter's high press, not looking to be as effective as it once was. Cockburn just putting their foot on the ball. Lovely 1-2 play there. Alanka on the ball. Keeper again with another fantastic save, claiming that it's her ball. And she wins the appeal. Cockburn keeper has done extremely well to maintain possession of that ball.
You do have to feel for Inter. Things just aren't going their way today, unfortunately.
think here we are really starting to see the effects of that fatigue that was mentioned earlier in the game, Toby. Wolves have been consistently rotating their squad. As unfortunately, it doesn't appear that Inter have the numbers to keep up with Wolves in their dominant depth.
Great split ball there.
In contradiction to what I just said, Inter have been applying this aggressive challenges on the ball. They're not giving up on it. They're not being lazy in their transition. They are transitioning extremely well. And you have to admire it. Even they are 6-1 down, they are showing so much heart in this game. And Belanka with a fantastic tackle. It is now a 2v2.
Good
Great
block.
block there. A bit of no nonsense there from Cockburn Wolves. It is an Inter ball.
It's not still, it's not on the line.
Inter deploying the fifth tactic once again. What do we think, Toby? Is this a tactic designed to find a consolation goal or potentially to give their team a rest?
And a shot from the keeper.
Goalkeeper, and it actually goes in.
What
Extremely hard
finish.
to execute that technique, and she has done it with flying colours. Amazing game and an amazing goal to cap off a fantastic performance from the Cockburn goalkeeper.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Gabe.
Goal is now 7-1. Inter remain in the fly keeper. Belanka unfortunately not finding that ball in the corner. Frustration starting to set in, as you just feel in the Inter squad. Great save there from the makeshift goalkeeper, and here we go, it is a 1v1. Another amazing save from the Cockburn goalkeeper. Lovely little bit of sportsmanship there. Toby, Caitlin Belanka for Inter this game has been immense in both defence and attack. She's been orchestrating the counter-attacks. She has been solid defensively. What have your thoughts been of Belanka?
I agree. I think she's been a pivotal player today in Inter's game. And she's got an engine, you know, running, but it's what you love to see. And I think she's been a bit unlucky not to have a few goals under her name today, but she's had a very good performance.
Connor Morton, the Queenslander, initiating that press, and unfortunately the chance that she created did not result in a goal, but showing promise, I must say. There's the
Great save.
Another fantastic save. Inter, I must say, was super unlucky to not score there. And yet another attack orchestrated by Belanka.
And Campos with the cheeky toe poke finish to bring the lead 8-1 with about 2 minutes left in the game.
must maintain a high level of respect for Inter as they continue to use this fifth player tactic to try and find a goal, even though they are 8-1 goals down.
I agree, 100%.
Another great save. I must say at this point, it is business as usual for the Cockburn Wolves goalkeeper. She has been flawless tonight, making save after save and even getting a goal for herself. It's a pretty complete performance, I must say.
I agree. I think Cockburn as a whole have played phenomenally, but she's been there for the entirety of the game. And to only have conceded one goal, Inter have had their chances and clear-cut ones at that too, but she's shown up time and time again. Definitely a performance worthy of Team of the Week, in my opinion. Now, one thing I will say, we've obviously got Akana Morton playing from Queensland. Down in the game before in the Cockburn men's, we also had her brother, Alex Akana Morton, another young, aspiring player from Queensland who's come down to play, and he did have a phenomenal performance on court. I must say it's great to see players as young as these two from interstate come and compete at what is one of the best leagues in Australia. A testament to themselves for wanting to embrace that challenge, but also a testament to the organisers at Supa-Liga allowing new talent to come in to be seen.
I believe the rumour is Alex will not be remaining here for quite the amount of time that his sister is. She'll be here for quite some time longer. But Alex has come down for a nice little family holiday, I will say. And where else would you rather be on a family holiday than playing futsal at Perth Modern?
No other place, Gabe, no other place. Free kick here. A lot of cheers from the crowd there. Unfortunately. Inter. Great challenge by Campos.
As the game comes to a close here, Toby, I think we've just witnessed a dominant performance from Cockburn Wolves. But needless to mention, the heart that Inter have shown across the whole game.
100%. That has been a magnificent round of Women's Super-Liga. Can't wait to join you in the next one in the men's.